It's Monday, November 28th at 1:45 in the afternoon, and I'm walking the Cataraqui Trail again today, heading west from Curl Road, heading towards Camden East. We'll do this section and maybe the next section, depending how we go, how the time goes and whatnot. It's gray, slight breeze, and 1 degree. Quite a bit cooler than yesterday at this time. I forgot Zoey's leash today, so I've got to keep her back with me very tightly. Well, there's a fairly stiff little breeze at times coming from the northwest, and with that I'm sure there's a wind chill that takes the temperature down below zero. My hands are getting quite cold as it is. Sad to say, but I guess the times of outdoor filming are coming to an end. Once the temperature drops much below zero, the cameras don't work too well. The batteries die fairly quickly, and other things sometimes happen where they just don't operate to their fullest. So I guess we'll soon be stuck indoors for most of our videography. So another reason I wanted to get out today, I got to make use of every day that's possible. I'm sure there'll still be other days coming, but the forecast is for fairly cold temperatures going into December, so for those who haven't been along this section of trail from Yarker to the west, right to Strathcona, which is where the trail ends, the trail itself is very smooth. It's one of the smoothest sections if you're interested in bike riding. It basically goes through a mixture of agricultural lands and forest patches, and along most of the trail there are hedgerows or pieces of forest, so it's often wooded along the sides with some shade. There are obviously some open areas where you cut through open agricultural fields, but still a very pretty rural section of the trail. Oh yes, catnip. Nothing like the smell of catnip in the fall. Sends one into a frenzy at times. Catnip. I must be a cat. Gotta catch up with my dog here. Since I forgot her leash, she's gone ahead. Zoey, come here. Come here, Zoey. There you are. Yeah, not a great day for filming. My hands are starting to freeze here. I've got them out with the camera and out with the binoculars, and normally I wouldn't try and film now, but I wasn't quite aware that it was this cool when I left. I thought it was more like 3 degrees, but it might even be freezing right now, I think. Certainly feels like it. Oh well, get what I can get before the camera dies. Still working okay so far. Well, clearly the days of wine and roses are over, and we're now thrust back into the days of frigid winds and gray skies. And we got a long winter ahead of us. It's a good thing we've been working on our firewood lately. We've got a big stockpile now, enough for probably 2 winters. So that'll hopefully pay off, having that instead of paying fully for oil all the time. Yeah, I was thinking I might go past Camden East Road, but I think I'm just going to be going up to there and then turning back. It's much colder than I thought it was when I left. So not very pleasant, and the wind's really increased too, so that makes it much worse. If it was dead calm, it wouldn't be too bad out, but that darn wind chill knocks it down a few more degrees every time. Gee, no one out cycling yet today. I wonder why. Guess they're not very hardy, these people. All you need is about 5 layers of clothes and mask over your face and some special riding boots so your feet don't freeze, and some mitts maybe or something on your hands so they don't freeze. Otherwise you could have a great day out here riding and there's no one else here to bug you. So we're just coming up to Camden East Road here. Very desolate looking area right now. It's amazing how pretty this can be in the spring. Everything green and all the field birds coming back and singing to the fields to the north here. Eastern meadowlarks and Savannah sparrows. Right now we have the odd passing flock of Canada geese and a raven and maybe a chickadee or something, but not a lot. So we walked from Curl Road, which is just about here, halfway between Yarker and Camden East. Now we're up here, and now we're going to walk back again. I was hoping to walk right up to Strathcona, but too darn cold today with that miserable wind. So that walk took us about almost 3/4 of an hour. Not quite. And I think it's about 3K from Curl Road to here, so it'll be about a 6K walk in total. A nice little walk, and it has been nice to get out, but I really shouldn't be doing this stuff on a day like this. And it's been a bit hard today too, because I forgot Zoey's leash, so I'm constantly trying to keep her back under control, or she'll get ahead of me and maybe get off on a side trail somewhere. Being the bird dog that she is, always searching for birds of one sort or another, or snakes in the summer. You know, as the years go by, it becomes very clear that many things change. One of those things is your perspective on things. Anyhow, it was interesting the other day, a relative had passed us some old photos that they had gathered in their house, I guess, and thought we might like them as some historical reference material. A lot of them contained photos of us or our relatives 30, 20 years, 25, 30 years ago. And it's just amazing how different we all looked. At this age, you sort of think, oh, 25 years, that wasn't very long ago. But obviously, if you're only 10 years old, 25 years or 30 years is quite a long time. It's all about perspective. But obviously, in our lifespans, that is a fairly long time, and we certainly looked a lot different then. We looked young and fresh-faced, fulsome cheeks with rosy faces, thick dark hair. Now I feel like an old tortoise, basically wandering around in the desert with dried out skin, and I guess the only good thing we can hope for being a tortoise is that we might live as long as one. Some of those guys can reach over 100 years old, so that's the hope we have, I guess. If we're gonna be a tortoise, or if we're gonna look like a tortoise, hopefully we can live that long.
You gotta start listening to me, young lady. Okay? Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. You gotta stay back.
Hey, hey, get back there. Hey, look at her go. Ah, Zoey, back. Back, Zoey. Go get your sister, Luna. Look at these hands. Proof positive that they're almost frozen. Now she pretends that she's listening to me, when really she's just staring off into the field up here. It's amazing as I walk along here with my hands getting colder all the time, and it's only, you know, 0 maybe, or 1. Not that cold really, but it's amazing when you think about it, how these little tiny birds that weigh a few ounces, like chickadees or various sparrows and things, they can maintain a thermodynamic regime enabling them to get through weather down to -40 through months of the year. We pale in comparison with our ability to get through severe weather like that. I think Zoe's in a rush to get back, maybe. Maybe she's cold too. Here comes a runner from the other way. That'll slow her down a bit. Okay, on the final stretch here, about a half a kilometer or so to go, I think. Just up to where you can see the horizon. Let's go, Zoe. Okay, just after 3 o'clock, and we're coming back to Curl Road. About 200 more meters to go, and then we'll be done our hike. I guess we'll go see the river here. This is where we often go during our summer hikes, because the trail can get very hot and the dogs need a break, some water to drink and swim in. I don't think they'll be swimming today, but thought it'd be nice to just come and see it at least. Yeah, it certainly looks dark and cold today. Not the inviting greenish color of the summer. Luna will probably go in for a drink. Yeah, there she goes. I don't think she's gonna go right in. It's pretty cold, I imagine. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be out there swimming now. Amazing. Just a couple months ago and you could have swam here.